How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the hardest achievements in Halls of Torment, and that is going to be direct hits. Now, I just wanted to put together a tiny little guide that is just going to make your life significantly easier when it comes to this achievement. It seems like a pain, and I know it is really difficult to get above 2,000. Getting close is pretty easy, but you're always going to end up being like 100 or 200 off, so just wanted to show you what I did to make life easier. So, two pieces of equipment that I think are very important are going to be the Wind Crown as well as the Wooden Ring. Both of these increase, one, your attack speed as well as your crit chance, just much higher than any of the other items. And then throw in the Quick Hand Gloves for some extra attack speed. The rest I just filled up with block, so that you're able to kind of stand in the same place a little bit longer. Now, in regards to what map you're going to want to play, we're going to want to go onto the Forgotten Viaduct map. It has the highest HP enemies, so you're going to be able to get more hits in as possible. And then in regards to kind of which abilities to go for, I was just picking up random things. It doesn't really matter. I do like going Transfixion for the Fragile, but other than that, you might not want to take anything that's going to deal too much damage because you are trying to get as many hits as possible onto the enemies. Obviously, in regards to the skills that you want to level up, you want to just go straight for attack speed as well as crit chance every single time that you see it. And if you are fortunate enough to have the potions over here, this potion will increase the effect of the trait 2 times. So you're going to be able to get 10% crit chance every single time you get one of these 5%. So if you have multiple of these, awesome. If you just have one, great. If you don't have any, it is not the biggest deal in the world. Now, the main crux of this, and the whole reason why we went on to the third map, is because there are 2 enemies there that are going to make your life significantly easier. And that is going to be those white specters that stop moving when you look at them. The reason being they have an extremely high HP pool, and you're only able to deal very, very little damage. And so you're able to get several hits on these enemies in comparison to the normal mobs that normally die in 1 or 2 hits, or you might not even get a chance to attack them due to your abilities. So those white specters definitely make your life a lot easier. Now, the second and most important reason that we're playing the third map is because there's going to be this Spectral Army that spawns on both sides of the map. You're going to want to try and move to as far possible in either of the directions so that you're able to hit these enemies as much as possible. And the reason you want to do this is because they have almost an infinite health pool, and you're able to hit multiple of them at the same time over and over and over again. And you get about 4 minutes to hit these enemies. This is definitely one of the best places to grind any challenge you have in regards to amount of damage for your abilities, things like crit for any class, or just hits in general, so like the Shieldmaiden Shield Bash achievement, and especially for this Shieldmaiden crit achievement. This is going to make this achievement so much easier. In all of the other maps, you rarely get very close. The first map, it's almost impossible. The second map, a little bit easier, but I do think that playing on this third map basically makes this achievement very, very obtainable in one run. Even if you do not have items to increase your crit chance and you don't have those potions to double your crit chance, this is going to make it so much easier because you have about 4 minutes just to hit these enemies. And for the most part, if you have the Shieldmaiden unlocked, you most likely have a decent amount of items, as well as a pretty decent grasp on what build you might want to go, so you're not going to really worry about all of the other mobs in the area, and you're able to stand directly next to these enemies. Don't get too close, because they really just obliterate your HP. But you're able to hit 4 or 5 just with your melee attack, and you're just going to rack up the crits on these guys, so that is the crux of it. This will make it to where you are able to unlock those Fencer Gloves, which I'm sure is probably one of the last achievements for a lot of us, and one of the last items that we don't have unlocked. So I hope this helps. If you are also stuck on any of the damage achievements or the amount hit achievements, definitely try the same plan when it comes to hitting those 3 million damages and stuff like that. Because these guys have almost infinite HP, you're able to hit multiple of them, especially when you're using different abilities like the Meteor, Transfusion, the Needle, anything like that. You're able to hit 5 to 10 to 15 of these guys at the same time, and it just racks up damage. As you can see in this run, I hit several of these myself that I wasn't even trying to really go for. It was just the ability I picked up for the video. So I hope it helps. If you appreciate it, I would appreciate a like and subscribe, and as always, I hope to see you on the next one. Have a good night.